Mrs. Zilla, this is being Julio's presentation about the Ebola virus, otherwise known as EBV. Now, the host range of the virus is mainly in primates, but it's also contracted in animals such as the African fruit bat. Now, this region that is most deadly in is Western Africa and Central Africa. Now, some of the times when humans get it, it is asymptomatic, which means that they have no signs of it at all. Basically meaning if they are a blood donor, they have just gave the Ebola virus to so many more people, and it's going to continue to spread. The host specificity of the virus, meaning it creates a flu-like symptom. The Ebola virus is the envelope, non-segmented, negative strain virus. The virus causes severe hemorrhaging and also a fever. The disease is deadly to more than 90% of the population infected. The viral attachment protein of Ebola is 19-20. Ebola is a filamentous virus with a single-stranded RNA genome. There is no legal vaccination or treatment for the virus, meaning the people who are infected with the virus have to pray to God that they'll still be alive, and they have to just let it run its course. Most people can learn about the Ebola virus at the library by checking out a book.
Hello, this is Mr. Klein. Mr. Klein, do you know what EBV stands for?
I do not.
It stands for Ebola virus. Do you know anything about Ebola?
I know that it's very dangerous and deadly.
Mm-hmm. What are the main effects of Ebola, if you know?
Other than likely death, I don't think I know anything else about it.
Well, basically, like the main effects are like hemorrhaging, so like you just constantly bleed out of your open areas. So yeah, it's pretty bad. What is the natural host of Ebola?
Monkeys?
Close. It's the fruit bat, though, the African fruit bat.
African fruit bat.
Yeah. Where does Ebola come from?
Africa?
Yes, it comes from the west and the central parts of Africa, near the rainforest. Who does Ebola affect?
Humans?
Yeah, it's zoonotic, so it affects humans and animals. Oh. What's the mortality rate of patients who have Ebola?
100%?
90%. So 90% of all patients die of Ebola. And would you recommend taking a vaccine, or do you know of any vaccines for Ebola?
I don't know of any, but I guess if one existed, it would be a good idea.
Unfortunately, there are no legal vaccines for Ebola. And thank you for this interview. This is Mr. Klein for microbiology.
Hey, Ms. Brumfield. This is Sylvester, and I just wanted to ask you a few questions today. Starting with, do you know what EBV stands for?
EBV?
Yes.
No.
Well, it stands for the Ebola virus.
Okay.
Actually, do you know any of the effects of the Ebola virus?
No. I've heard of Ebola virus, but I don't know what it really does.
Well, basically, it creates like a hemorrhaging fever. So basically, like it's really bad. Like, yeah.
Bleed from your nose and your eyes and all of that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just horrible. What is believed to be the natural host of Ebola?
National host?
The natural host.
Oh, I don't know. Is this like a? Should I have studied for this before?
No, but the natural host of Ebola is believed to be, like in some regions, the African fruit bat. Yeah.
Okay.
Where does Ebola come from?
Is it from African southern regions?
Yeah, it's around.
Hot areas?
It's around mostly like
Desert?
not deserts, tropical rainforests and things like that of that nature.
Okay.
In like the west and central African region.
Okay.
Here we go. You turn it on?
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Howard.
Hello, brother. What is this, amigos?
What does EBV stand for?
Say it again.
EBV.
That is the Ebola virus disease, I believe.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What are the effects of Ebola? Like, what does it do?
The Ebola virus?
Yes.
I don't know.
So basically, what it does, it breaks down like the structure of the cells, and then it's like it hemorrhages. So like blood comes out of your open like.
Any orifice?
Yeah, basically any orifice. What is believed to be the natural host of the Ebola?
A hoax?
The host of the Ebola virus.
Oh, the host.
Yes, host.
Oh. Well, I know, I'm pretty sure the Ebola virus has to be in, doesn't the Ebola virus come through bats, if I remember? So it's probably got to be in, the host is going to have something close to 98.6 climate, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's actually the African fruit bat.
Hey!
But and the disease is also zoonotic, so it can transfer from animal to human during like blood, because that's how it gets around.
So it's a bloodborne pathogen.
Yeah.
Right. Some viruses are airborne, waterborne, foodborne. This is bloodborne.
And what country